Hey guys, we're in math class and we're kind of going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to kind of combine two lessons into one. So we're going to do 289 and 290, and we're going to do 293 and 294. So we're going to kind of do two lessons in one lesson. And it kind of seems like it's going to be a lot, but one, they're both review lessons. So we already know what we're doing in all of this stuff. And also, I'm going to cut out a lot of it. I really just want to take the key things that you really do need to know. So make sure you have a pencil and you circle these problems that we need to do. On page 289, number 1, some of that big multiplication that we just learned how to do. We're just going to do letter A and letter E. And number 2, just that first story problem, letter A. Bottom of the page, we're averaging. We're just going to do letter A. On page 290, we're just going to do number 5, A and B. On page 293, I want you to do the averaging. So circle number 3, the averaging. And on 294, number 6, A, B, C, and D. So number 6 at the top of the page on 294, A, B, C, and D. And at the bottom of the page on that homework section, number 2, letter D. So it kind of seems like it's a lot, but really it's just a little bit here, a little bit there over the course of like 4 pages, but it's really not as much as it seems. So let's go ahead and get started. Number 1, letter A on page 289, we're just multiplying, so let's go ahead and do that. We have 21 times 14. So again, we're going to pretend like this 1 is not there. We're just going to multiply. So 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Underneath this 1's place right here, we're going to put my 0. And then we're going to take this 1 and multiply it by this 21 up here. So 1 times 1 is 1, and 1 times 2 is 2. We're going to add these together. 4 plus 0 is 4. 8 plus 1 is 9. And 2 plus, there's nothing right here, so we'll do 2 plus 0 is 2. So my answer is 294. This is a 4 right here. All right, we have 43 times 12. So ignore this 1. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. Then we're going to take this 1 right here times 43. 3 times 1 is 3. 1 times 4 is 4. And you might have noticed something. I made a mistake. I skipped a step. What did I do? Or what did I not do specifically? Right, I didn't put my 0 right here. If I were to add this together, I would get 6 plus 3 is 9, 8 plus 4 is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it would be 129. And that's not what 43 times 12 is. So make sure you're watching yourself with that. Make sure you put your 0 right here. So let's erase this. And let's try again. Okay, so we have this 1 that I'm going to multiply. My 1's in my tens place, so I need to put a 0 right here. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 4 is 4. Add those together. 6 plus 0 is 6. 8 plus 3 is 11. Carry the 1. And 4 plus that 1 is 5. And your answer is 516. All right, number 2, letter A. It says just a story problem. Let's go ahead and take a look at that together. We have number 2, letter A. How much would 36 quarts of ice cream cost at $5.96 per gallon? Well, first of all, I have 36 quarts of ice cream. That's a lot of ice cream. And I need to know the price of it per gallon. So I need to figure out how many gallons of ice cream I have. So I have, first of all, write my 36 quarts of ice cream, and I have to convert it to blank gallons. And since I'm putting it to gallons, I'm going to go ahead and copy this equals gallons down here. And right here, I'm changing that 36 quarts to blank gallons. Go ahead and box that. And steps 1, 2, and 3. I have step 1 right here, larger to smaller, or smaller to larger. And I'm going quarts to gallons, that's smaller to larger, so I'm going to divide. Step 2, my special number, how many quarts are in a gallon? Well, I have 4 quarts in a gallon, so my special number is 4. And step 3, I have this number right here, and I'm going to divide it by 4. So let's go ahead and do that right here. I have 36 divided by 4. And 4 will go into 3 0 times, and 4 will go into 36, maybe 9. 9 times 4 is 36 is equal to 0, and 9 is my answer right here, so 9 is my answer right here, which means 9 is my answer right here, and 9 is my answer right here. But I'm not done, because it says how much would it cost. So I need to have a dollar amount. So I have 9 gallons of ice cream, and 1 gallon of ice cream costs $5.96. So I need to write that down. $5.96 for 1 gallon. And if I'm buying 9, I need to do $5.96 plus $5.96 plus $5.96 9 times. Or I can just multiply it by 9. So let's go ahead and do that. Got 9 times 6 is, we have 54, carry that 5, 6 goes down here. No, that 56, 54. 54, not 56. Okay, so 9 times 6 is 54. 9 times 9 is 81. 81 plus 5 is 86. 5 times 9 is 45, plus 8 is 53, I believe. And we have our decimal point right here. We have 1, 2 places after the decimal point, so I have to have 1, 2 places after my decimal point down here. And I'm missing something still. What am I missing? That dollar sign. So let's go ahead and write that dollar sign down. And that is my answer. That's how much 9 gallons of ice cream would cost if each gallon was $5.96. It's expensive ice cream. My next problem, number 3, letter A, is we're going to be doing some averaging. And of course, we know averaging, we're just adding those numbers together and dividing it. If you haven't already done number 3, letter A, I want you to try it on your own. So if you haven't done it, go and pause it, and then we'll do it on the board together. So we have our numbers right here. I've already written them down. And like I said, our first step is to add them together. So I have my plus sign down here with my little equal sign. So I'm going to go ahead through here and add these together. I have 0 plus 7 is 0. Plus 3, well, that's 10. Plus 5, well, that's 15. Plus 7, 15 plus 7 is 22. Plus 4 is 26. So I have 26 now. I need to carry my 2. 6 goes down here. 2 gets carried all the way up there. And I have something that I normally don't have, but right here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nines. And I have 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9. That's 5 nines. I have 9 added together 5 times. I could add 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9, but it would be easier for me. And this is why it is important for us to know this. it would be much, much easier for me to just say, well, there's 9 or there's 5 9s that need to be added together. I could just do 5 times 9 and just know the answer. And I know 5 times 9 is 45. And if you took the time and added all these 9s together, you would also get 45. So I would just have this 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 is 45, plus 2 is 47. So I have 7 right here, 4 goes up here, and I have my carried 4, plus my 1 is 5, and this is my answer for my addition problem. Now I'm just halfway done with my work. So I have this right here. Let's go ahead and put this in a division problem. 576. And let's count how many numbers we added together. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers that are added together. So we'll put 6 right here. And let's go ahead and do the math. 6 will go into 5. Well, that's 0 times 0 times 6, or instead of doing that, we could do a shortcut. Let's go and do a shortcut. So we have 6 will go into 5 0 times, so we're going to go 6 into 57. How many times will 6 go into 57? We'll have 6 times 6 is 36, 6 times 7 is 42, 6 times 8 is 48, 6 times 9 is 54. I think that probably will work. So 6 times 9 is 54, so we'll put 9 right above that 7. 9 times 6, well, we just said 6 times 9 is 54. Good. 54 goes right there. Subtract. 7 minus 4 is 3, and 5 minus 5, of course, is 0. 3 is smaller than 6. Carry down the 6. And then I have 6 will go into 36. How many times? 6 times 6 is 36, so I would say 6 times. 6 times 6 again, like we just said, 36. Subtract, and it's 0. And my final answer is 96. And we're done with 289. I want you to turn over to page 290. I only have you doing the one thing on 290, number 5. I'm not going to do it on the board, but I do want you to take time and do it on your own. I'm going to skip over to the next page for the right now. So if you would like to pause the video right now and do number 5, that's fine. Or you could just do number 5 afterwards, but make sure you remember to do it. On page 293, there's some more averaging. We just did some averaging on the board. Now, I'm not going to do this one with you. I want you to try to do this one on your own. See how well you can do that averaging on 293. And on page 294, number 6, we're just adding fractions. We're taking the fraction of a number, so like letter C, for example, is 1/4 of 17. You're either going to get 1/4 of 17 is a whole number, or it might be a mixed number. If you do that dividing and it doesn't come out even, then it will be a mixed number because you're putting your remainder as a fraction there. So number 6, letter A, B, C, and D. Not going to do it on the board. Again, I know you can do that on your own. And then that homework section at the bottom, number 2, letter D. It's just dividing. I think you can do that on your own. So again, I'm not going to do that on the board. So go ahead and do these problems. If you're having a lot of problems doing these, and especially with those 2-digit multiplications, please let me know. I'll see about maybe making a video to go a little bit more in depth, just focusing on that. So go ahead and do those problems.